And home prices have risen in recent years, and debt collectors, well, they are coming after old unpaid home loans. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau issued an advisory earlier this year warning debt collectors that threatening to sue over expired so-called zombie mortgages is illegal. However, ABC's Perry Russum, he's going to sort it out for us. He reports that many homeowners are still being threatened with foreclosure as these old loans resurface.
Back in the early 2000s, amid a booming housing market, home buyers were taking out so-called piggyback or 80-20 mortgages. The first mortgage was for 80% of the home's value, and a second loan was to cover the 20% down payment and came with higher or adjustable rates. When the housing market crashed in 2008 and interest rates on those mortgages skyrocketed, many borrowers were unable to pay those loans and sought loan modifications under the now defunct Home Affordability Modification Program. Those homeowners mistakenly thinking both loans were included in that modification.
Lenders, what they did is they sold these loans for pennies on the dollar to these debt collectors and debt buyers. And homeowners thought these loans were dead and gone.
With home values rising, debt collectors are coming after homeowners to collect. These so-called zombie mortgages are legal in the sense that it is a valid debt that was not paid or otherwise resolved. However, debt collectors are subject to the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, which prohibits them from collecting debts past the statute of limitation.
Now, this depends on the state that you're in, but it's something to keep in mind when you kind of try to think about that and figure out the legality of a lender coming back to you years after you thought this was dead and buried.
Experts have some advice for anyone who has received a notice about one of these zombie mortgages.
Yes, definitely don't ignore it. Contact the Department of Housing and Urban Development. They can hook you up with a HUD counselor to help you navigate the process. You can also contact the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
It may also be a good idea to hire an attorney who specializes in mortgages and to review any relevant paperwork.
It's good to go back and say, okay, was this loan forgiven as part of my loan modification program? Another thing is to go to your county recorder's office. Hopefully they should have details if the loan was discharged or not.
Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.